welcome back to the show. All right, we got everything else out of the way in the big story. Now let's talk about the biggest story. It's the start of baseball. Where am I? There we go. Got a little Ken Griffey Jr. there. And I wouldn't be any happier than I am right now because I've got my two besties on here that I love to talk baseball with. The one and only David Aardsma, former MLB reliever and closer. Sam Yarnell, wannabe professional baseball player. And me, I did play-by-play. Does that count? I guess that's about. I was a bat boy for a Double-A team. Does that count?
That's legit. That's legit. Saying. You got pine tar in your hands. You're legit.
I did. I got 3-man lifted. So I did something wrong. All right. So we've got 3 segments with David today for this baseball extravaganza. He's going to join us on Wednesdays during the season. Did we say Wednesdays? Is that what we decided? Wednesdays, yeah. Wednesdays in season, he'll be joining us. But with the season starting on Wednesday, we said let's do our first pitch extravaganza today. So here we are. American League predictions. Division winners. David Aardsma being the man of the hour today. You get to go first. Give me your American League division winners.
Obviously, I'd say put money on this. Guaranteed. All of these are right. They're always right. I am always 100% right. So one thing with the American League East, the Beast of the East, I love how the Blue Jays looked last year. I like the team that they're returning. I like the moves. And most notably, the Yankees didn't go out there and make big splashes. The Orioles made some small ones. Red Sox really nothing that's just like, and like jump them over anybody else. And then you have the Rays over there. I still have to go with the Blue Jays.
Sam?
The AL East is a tough one, right? I think there are about a bazillion different directions that you could go with this. David, you make a great point. I think I don't think enough people are talking about the little Yankees moves from this offseason, I should say. I'm going to say don't sleep on the Orioles. That's my only thing. I like the Blue Jays pick. I can get behind the Blue Jays pick. Don't sleep on the Orioles. And this is coming from the guy who last season bet the Orioles to miss the playoffs at plus money. I just look through this lineup, right? And you've got that lineup protection for all these young guys in Pete Alonso. He is going to do so much for that offense with the amount of young, inexperienced players that he has around him. Him bringing in that veteran presence is going to be key. And kind of the same thing on the pitching end, right? They rebolstered that staff a little bit. Chris Bassett is going to bring a lot of experience to that rotation. So I'll say don't sleep on the Orioles, but I think I'm with David. I think the Blue Jays are the team to beat in this division right now.
You know, with an unbalanced schedule, guys, I would not be shocked at all if you had 3 teams out of this division in the playoffs again. So I'll go Yankees to win the division because there's a hat behind me that says if I don't, I will be disowned. So I'll go Yankees to win the division, but I think the Red Sox and Blue Jays both make the playoffs out of this division. I mean, the Yankees are going to get, sort of it's almost like an acquisition for the Yankees, when they do eventually get Garrett Cole back into that rotation. The big question mark for me with the Yankees, look, the way they finished last year's bullpen was horrendous. They could not get anybody out. Who's going to get outs in late innings, for this Yankee team? That's the big question mark for me. As Nixon once said, you don't have Devin Williams to kick around anymore. And I loved kicking around Devin Williams, but now he's the Mets problem. So I just wonder where those outs are going to come from late in games for the Yankees, David.
I mean, they still have obviously Cruz, Duvall, Bednar. You have some arms in that back end of that bullpen.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Oh, it was a pitch clock violation for Duvall.
Yes.
Just happened. Sorry.
They still have a legit team. They still have the solid core.
Yes.
I don't think they made moves that's going to put them over the edge above those teams. Great calls over there with Baltimore. And I said this last year. Their problem was they lost veteran leadership in that lineup. They brought in veteran leadership and Ward and especially with Alonso. I do like those moves. I love the Red Sox. So I love what the Red Sox are doing. I love that progress of where they've gone, and there are still a couple holes there. They think they can fill, get better, but I do think there could be 3 playoff teams coming out of this. Obviously, I'm going with the Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays as those 3 playoff teams with the Orioles. Just, I don't believe in that rotation enough that they're healthy enough, that they're going to actually be able to last 162.
Sam, who do you have in the American League Central? Quick.
The American League Central is a tough one. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Royals this year. I think that there are so many contributing factors that will prove to this team being, more than just a division winner this year. I think this team could make somewhat of a playoff run this year. We saw this rotation come alive last year. They've got everything that we were just talking about with AL East teams, right? They've got not only veteran leadership, they've got young electricity just riddled throughout that rotation. Not to mention that lineup, right? You've got another year of Bobby Witt, who is one of the 5 greatest baseball players walking on earth right now. Vinny Pasquantino is going to thrive even more so this year than he did last year with Kauffman Stadium bringing those fences in a few feet. I think the Royals offense is going to be great. I'm going to trust their pitching staff. Give me the Royals to win the AL Central.
I'll go Detroit, David. I mean, it's I know it's chalky. It's the popular pick. I'll go Detroit to win to the division. Where are you going?
Detroit's to win. Then they got better with that rotation. I love the Royals, the top 4 guys. After that, I think they get thin. They get super thin.
And when we get to the end of the season, we'll somehow be talking about the Guardians. We just don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know in what capacity. AL West guys. I mean, the Mariners seem like the popular pick out there. I'll go first here, and I'll say the Mariners continue the momentum from late last season.
Mariners for me. No one else made the big enough steps. I do think the Rangers could cause some problems, but I've also been saying that for 3 years now, so I've got no hat to put on that. I can't say anything. Houston, you can never count them out, but the Rangers still do have those dudes, but it's the Mariners. Mariners are the most complete team in the West by far.
Sam?
Yeah, it's our first unanimous division of the show. I'm with you on the Mariners just by process of elimination. My hottest take about this division, I think it could be the worst division in the American League and potentially in baseball. You look up and down at these teams and they just did nothing. I'm not saying they'll have the worst team in baseball, but as a collective, I think this division might be the worst in baseball.
The A's signed a lot of their own. I mean, that counts for something. They signed up. And look, the A's were sort of a glam pick last year. I feel like they're kind of a glam pick this year. There's a lot of people that think they can be the second best team in that division. The only thing we all agree on is the Angels will be the worst team in that division again.
Yes.
Sorry, Angels fans. Yeah, hey, you got your own channel, though. So congratulations on that. No? You don't think the Angels, Sam? All right.
I think it's our homeless friends in Sacramento.
We're coming back. Welcome back to the show. It's our MLB First Pitch Extravaganza. Getting ready to kick off the season. Yankees and Giants on Netflix gets it started on Wednesday night. Why on earth Jameis Winston is part of the broadcast in any way, shape, or form, I have no idea, guys.
What do you mean?
I did not even know that. Is he
What do you mean?
On the broadcast?
Jameis Winston was an all-ACC baseball player. Jameis Winston was drafted to play out of college. Jameis Winston was a great baseball player. If you haven't watched college tape of Jameis Winston playing baseball, I recommend you go watch it.
I'm good.
Jameis Winston was very good at baseball.
Did he throw as many interceptions in baseball as he did on football? As he does in football?
He may have thrown as many. He played right field. He may have thrown as many runners out on the base pass as he threw interceptions in the National Football League.
Anyway, we'll all be watching baseball tomorrow night.
I love how you're throwing out that he was a great baseball player.
Yeah, don't you love that? Don't you love that, David?
He was not. He was all right.
No.
He had a 1 ERA. I'll give you that.
It's college. It's college. Who cares? Everybody's great.
Okay.
Everybody's great in college.
But he got drafted, so you're allowed to be on the broadcast. Yeah. Baseball, here we go.
All right. Let's talk about the National League, guys. Give me some thoughts here. National League East, for my liking, I'll go first on this one. And look, it's probably one of the harder divisions to pick It feels a lot like the AL East, where it feels like you've got 3 teams to sort of go with. I'll go with the Mets just to make it fun, and you all make fun of me throughout the season as the Mets sort of implode. Sam will come on the air in May or June and say the Mets are doing their typical May-June implosion. I'll go with the Mets to win the division, but I don't have a lot of confidence in anything I pick in this division.
Mets. I've got no problem with the Mets. I'm
Wow.
going to pick the Mets as well. Hey, very solid rotation with Freddie Peralta. People don't realize yet how good this dude is on the East Coast. They just don't know because they haven't really paid attention to Milwaukee at all. Freddie Peralta is a bona fide ace when he's healthy and pitching well. They've got everything in that lineup. I actually like that the sleeper here is going to be Vientos. He got through that sophomore slump. He slumped, and then he's going to come back out. This is going to be perfect. Luis Robert Jr.,
That's the one for me. I love Luis Robert
I love
Jr.
it. I don't think he's going to be as good as a lot of people think he's going to be. His name's been out there so much. He's not that great of a baseball player. He might be one day. But it's definitely the Mets for me. The Phillies haven't done really enough at all to change their teams. It's been the same team for 5 years, I feel like. They're just going to get healthy in the rotation. But they're going to be a very good team, but the same exact team we see every year.
Sam?
David, you put it exquisitely. I'm going to go with the Mets in this division, but again, much like the AL West, it's by process of elimination. And at the end of last season and going into this offseason, Jason, I was of the same belief as you. I thought this could be a great division heading into this year. And what did all 5 of these teams do all offseason? Throw up all over themselves, except for the Marlins. I'll actually say, I think the Marlins may have had the best offseason out of any team in this division. Maybe that's a tough one to decipher. The Mets could challenge them, albeit the Atlanta Braves, coming off of what I thought was maybe the least lucky season in their organization's history, are just doing the same thing over again. They have no depth. They have incredible talent, and all of that talent is injured. So I can't trust in the Atlanta Braves, who are the team that I wanted to win this division heading into the last offseason. David, you put it perfectly with Philly. They did nothing this offseason. And yeah, hopefully they'll get healthier, but that's also relying on Zach Wheeler to come back from thoracic outlet syndrome, which is no cakewalk. I'm going to go with the Mets here, but again, it's by process of elimination. The Marlins are actually my second pick to win this division.
Wow. The consensus among a lot of baseball people is the Marlins and Nationals are sort of the 4th and 5th best teams in the division. Now that seems to be a lot of the consensus around baseball. Let's talk about the NL Central, guys. I'll go with the Cubs. Cubs, Brewers, and then sort of everybody else. But, it feels like a, 88 win sort of division, 86 win sort of division, guys. Give me your thoughts on the NL Central.
Cubs Brewers 1-2. I do like the Cubs. I like what they've done. You can never discount the Brewers, but at some point I feel like when you just keep taking pieces away from them, they can't keep reloading. I still like Mizrowski. Like what he's going to be doing on the mound is going to be incredible. I just don't want to sleep on the Reds though. Like the Reds, that was the fun pick last year. A lot of people picked them to maybe like surprise teams. They're the same Reds, and they just got older, and that's a good thing for that team. They needed to get older. I do like the Reds, but I still don't think they're going to be good enough to punch those other teams in the mouth. But I feel like they're going to put up a little bit of a fight.
Another year for Terry Francona, Sam Yarnell.
Yeah, I'm actually with you, David. I'm maybe slightly more bullish on the Reds here. I'll go with the Brewers just because of the pitching factory that it seems like we talk about every single year in and year out, and no one ever giving them enough credit for what they're actually doing in Milwaukee. So I'll go with the Brewers as the safe pick, but I really want to take the Reds here. You mentioned it, David. Not only have they all gotten a year older in terms of the young guys, they're also still bringing up these young prospects from, the horrible days of Reds baseball that we watch. I think Sal Stewart's got a chance to be really good. And look at that rotation. They don't even have Hunter Green back, and you're going Andrew Abbott, Nick Lodolo, Brady Singer, Chase Burns, and Rhett Lauder. That's a team that's going to win you some games. I'll go with the Reds as the fun pick in this division.
Reds, by the way, plus 500 to win the NL Central. The Cubs at plus 110. The Brewers at plus 230. If you're looking at that NL Central. Out in the NL West, the prohibitive favorite is obviously the Dodgers, and I think we all agree, rightfully so. We'll all go with the Dodgers in the NL West there.
Yeah.
Where are you going wild card? Where are you
what
going?
Are we gonna do?
Where are you going? Real quick, where are you going for wild cards, David?
For wild cards in the NL side, Phillies, Brewers, Padres.
I think that's
tough.
I like Brewers and Padres. I like the Brewers and Padres.
I think the Phillies are the Yankees of the National League. They're just too many players that's not going to stop them. They can't be stopped to make the playoffs.
I'll go Atlanta.
They're going to win it, but they can't be stopped.
I'll go Atlanta, Brewers, Padres. Sam?
Well, I picked the Brewers to win the Central, so I'll go Cubs, Padres, Giants. I think we're not giving the Giants enough credit. They've had another offseason where they just continue to build and build and build little by little. Give me the Giants to sneak into the back end of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let me know when they're not going to be 500.
This is the year.
Message.
This is the year. And our beloved Arizona Diamondbacks, which is one of our local teams out here in Vegas, so we'll keep an eye on them as well. All right, postseason predictions and one player. I want one player that you're watching the most this year, guys. We'll let you think about that, chew on it as we continue. First pitch extravaganza continues on this Tuesday. All right, our MLB first pitch extravaganza continues. Brian Kenny on the show Thursday, by the way, to talk more baseball from MLB Network. Look forward to chatting with him. David Aardsma is here. Sam Yarnell is here. Do some NBA in 10 minutes as well. Oh, did you see that gruesome injury for Moses Moody of the Warriors last night?
I did not.
Oh.
Don't look it up. Do not look it up.
Do yourself a favor. Look it up.
No.
It's pretty gnarly. It's pretty gnarly, man.
If I throw up mid-segment, then you know I found it.
Can I tell you real quick? We cover everything in Sports Wrap Shorts. Good, bad, ugly. We put up the injury and just discussed it quickly last night. And we didn't show like the graphic picture, the close-up of his knee, because I refused to do that. But we talk. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get squeamish. I forgot, Sam. You got a weak stomach. Weak.
I don't even have a weak stomach. I just don't like thinking about these kinds of things, let alone seeing them.
Look at Aardsma's face.
Trying to figure out what is.
Yeah. No, I know. I only watched it once, and I was okay. We're doing the segment in the wrong segment. Get back to the baseball, Jason.
All right. Award winners, guys. In the
thinking about that every time I jump today.
Oh my God, in the American League. Give me some award winners. I'll go first on this one. Aaron Judge is going to be the MVP again.
Can't do Judge. Can't even do Judge and Ohtani. I looked at this. When I thought about this, I'm like, I can't even count those two.
You have to. I mean,
they're going to win.
So you're going to get it now.
Who else might win?
Get it now because it's the best price you're going to get it at all season. Judge plus 185 to win the MVP. Bobby Witt Jr., by the way, at plus 450. I'll go with Judge. I don't even think Cal Raleigh finishes like top 5. The drop-off this year will be precipitous from last year. Not buying it. Cy Young in the American League, give me Tariq Skubal. Yes, that's what I call him. Skubal to win the AL Cy Young Award for me. I'm less comfortable on the Rookie of the Year stuff. I'll go McGonigal.
That's correct.
Yeah. What? Just how I said his name?
That is who is going. No.
Oh, okay.
That is who is going to win the American League Rookie of the Year.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Good choice.
That's where I'm going, guys. Who do you got?
Oh, so up and down. The way I looked at this is I had to take Skubal and Judge out of this. It's just not. The cheat codes. They're going to. I mean, they're cheat codes. So I looked at. The way I thought of it is who's that next guy? Who's the only people that could probably take it from them? Bobby Witt Jr. is electric. I think this is his year where he maybe grabs a hold of something like that. I'm going out. I'm going on a limb here. Crazy. Shane McClanahan for my AL Cy Young.
Wow.
The last time he was on a major league mound, he was legit the Cy Young favorite and having a great spring. 2 ERA right now in spring training. And
you can get him at 71. By the way, if you feel that way, run to your nearest legal sports bookmaking institution because you could get him at 70 to 1.
I'll at least if I could get a place on there in top 3. I think he's going to be in the top 3 at the end of the year. Trey Savage, what he did with the Blue Jays in the playoffs, I still have yet to see somebody hit him, like know what pitch he's throwing, and I just love that look. There's so many guys in the AL Cy Young I think that could jump up, but yeah, I'm going McClanahan.
Sam?
I think it is the year that Aaron Judge falls off of the MVP high horse for a multitude of reasons, right? Whether it's, the easy things, the slim pickings, right? The it's his age or he can't keep doing this or whatever. No, not because of that. I think it's because you're going to see exactly what you saw in the NFL a couple of years ago. There will be award fatigue. There will be voters that 6 months into the season realize, hey, there's this guy who's been doing something incredible for 3 straight years that we haven't been paying any attention to. My choice was Bobby Witt, but David took that, so I'll go a different one. I'll go Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, perennially a guy, just puts up insane numbers. He deserves an MVP. I'm going to go with him to win the MVP this year. On the Cy Young side, I'll get more creative with it. David, I love the look. I may put in a McClanahan bet myself. I'm going to go with Dylan Cease. I think the change of scenery, pitching indoors, is going to help him a lot, pitching on the East Coast. I think that's going to be good for Dylan Cease. Give me Dylan Cease to win the American League Cy Young. I'll get a little creative with the Rookie of the Year. I said I think McGonagall's going to win it, but give me Munetaka Murakami with the Chicago White Sox to win the American League Rookie of the Year. The kid hits nukes, and if he hits 35, 40 home runs, should be a lock for Rookie of the Year.
I like it. All right, we got to be quick on the National League because we only got 2 minutes. So I'm going to go last names here. I'm going to do like Madonna. No, I'm just going to say Ohtani, National League MVP. I know I'm not supposed to pick the prohibitive favorite, but I will. I will go Skeens to win the Cy Young Award because I don't think Yamamoto pitches enough innings during the regular season. I think he's much more valuable in the postseason to them in that regard. And for National League Rookie of the Year, I don't like picking guys that don't start the season with the team, but I'm still going Connor Griffin. I'm still going with Connor Griffin. It was between Griffin and Weatherholt for me, and I'll go Connor Griffin. Quick, David.
Well, I know Rookie of the Year is going to be, I mean, that's a great pick, and he's going to have that energy, and the writers, everybody's going to be behind him. I took Ohtani and Skeens out of this, so I thought Soto, Mizorowski, Noel McLean. Noel McLean, who, by the way, had the dirtiest stuff, according to Fangraph, of every starting pitcher during the World Baseball Classic, over Skeens and Skubal.
Sam, quick.
I'll go with the easy ones, Ohtani and Skeens for the Rookie of the Year. I talked about him earlier. Give me Sal Stewart. Give me the Reds kid to have a huge season in Cincinnati. Bandbox.
7-1. You get him at a juicy
Shop
price.
Around. I got him at 9-1 on another book.
Who meets in the World Series, guys? Quick.
I'm going Dodgers, Red Sox.
I love it. I'll tail. Rematch of 2018.
I'll go rematch of 2 years ago and say the Yankees and Dodgers. Why? Because there's a Yankee hat behind me, and I'll be disowned if I don't. All right, guys. We got the baseball season starting up. David, we'll see you every Wednesday on the show. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.